The Unibots NFT project celebrates Juneteenth, also known as Black Independence Day and Jubilee Day, as part of our mission to promote individuality, inclusion, and diversity. Juneteenth, what you need to know. Texas was the last Confederate state to have slaves. This holdout lasted 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. Texas was estimated to have had 250,000 people enslaved during this period. As a response to this, the U.S. government issued General Order No. 3 and sent U.S. military members to Texas to inform and enforce the Emancipation Proclamation. On June 19, 1865, General Gordon Granger issued and enforced the General Order in Galveston, Texas, ending slavery. The following year, Juneteenth celebrations took place in Galveston, Texas, commemorating the freedom from slavery. Early celebrations were typically held by churches and were political in nature. Juneteenth gained recognition during the Civil Rights Movement. In 1980, Texas recognized Juneteenth as a state holiday. Other states over the years followed suit, recognizing Juneteenth as a state holiday. In 2020, amidst protests and activism surrounding George Floyd's death, pressures were placed on the federal government to formally recognize Juneteenth as a federal holiday. On June 17, 2021, Biden signed Juneteenth into law as a federal holiday. Juneteenth. Celebrate freedom and culture. From the Billboard charts to political office, there is Black American representation, over 41 million strong in the U.S. Black Americans have and are making an impact. 1 in 50 Black Americans are millionaires. 18.4% of the federal civilian workforce are African Americans. These are just a few stats and enough to celebrate. Black culture is life and is represented in every industry, discipline, and study. It's rooted where life began in Africa. The culture is vast and ever evolving. Juneteenth, advocacy and activism, a ways to go. From Juneteenth's early days being celebrated in the church by congregants, they were reminded to advocate for rights and protections to be afforded to Black Americans, such as voting rights during the Jim Crow era days. This is a time for coalition building amongst races for contemporary issues Blacks face today. The wealth gap between American whites and Blacks is projected to cost the U.S. economy between $1 trillion and $1.5 trillion in lost consumption and investment between 2019 and 2028, according to a publication by the International Monetary Fund. So there's a lot lost because of this disparity. So we need to work collectively together to address these economic disparities. We need to advocate for equitable policies in the political realm. We need to seek higher education and/or vocational opportunities. And we need to invest in the Black community. Let's remember the historical importance of Juneteenth and the freedom it afforded not only to just Black America, but society in general. Let's use Juneteenth as an opportunity to work collectively as one people to address contemporary issues and advance society.